Hi, Adam Scott here from HaliPad Real Estate, and today I want to talk about something interesting that happened to me this past week. So this past week, I went on a home inspection with a couple of buyers from out of province, and we went and looked at a house that was a little less house and more shell. So doing a typical property inspection wasn't necessarily the way to go, but they wanted to build out the house, and so they hired a general contractor to come in and assess the property. We got there, and I mean, we knew what we were walking into. We really did. And the general contractor was there more or less to help us understand the work that was going to be required to build it out and costs and so on and so forth. We knew that the house needed a new roof, and we knew that there were no interior walls, no insulation. The well wasn't connected. I don't even think there was a pump in the well. The septic system hadn't been used in over 20 years. We really knew what we were walking into there. Yeah, so as we were walking through, and we noticed that, well, I should say the general contractor noticed, not myself, and certainly not my clients. They noticed that the floors were not connecting with the center of the house, because again, the center of the house was the original building, and then the exterior parts, the additions, were all the new builds around the house to enlarge the footprint, to give it more square footage. I think the house was going to be about over 4,000 square feet. Really a lovely place, great views of the ocean. Sun sets directly in front of the house over the ocean. Spectacular place. But again, back to what we were there to do, and that was to figure out how much work was required. And like I said, we knew what we were walking into, but it was those floors that we would have not had any idea, because we would have just assumed that given there was a foundation poured and built and the additional square footage was added on, we would have just assumed that the floors were connected properly. But yes, upon further inspection, they weren't, and so therefore we would have to essentially, not necessarily maybe tear up, but certainly have to bring in more product. And kind of the floors were kind of like this, and so that one would have to be raised or the other one would have to come down. Whatever worked out, it was a lot of additional work and labor and materials that would have had to go into that. So this is a very good reason as to why you should always hire a certified professional, whether it be a general contractor or your home inspector or a well or a water and septic inspector, to come into a property and review the property, assess it for you, and provide you with an official report. What about you? Have you ever had an instance where you hired a property inspector that made you second guess a property you were buying? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear it or read it. And don't forget to subscribe.